So it would be really great if we could bring that up and you guys can sort of walk us through it. This is,
Yeah,
if you're watching right now and you want to understand the long-term future of Toronto real estate, just please understand this chart.
so
Without further ado, Roy.
So typically in the market, we'd like to see a certain number of deliveries in condo and high-rise. That number's always been around 40,000 homes entering into the market. And that's just to sort of keep the numbers flat. So last year and this year were bumper markets. The chart that I'm showing is a very specific area. But last year we had 32,000 homes completed. This year in that same area, a high-rise, we're expecting around 24. But that number jumps to over 40,000 if you focus in the Hamilton and also include the low rise. So we have a couple of bumper years. Starting in next year, we jump down to 20,000 homes, and then we go down to 15,000, and then 13,000. And then in 2029, we jump down to 3,000. And then in 2030, only 300 homes are currently expected to be completed in 2030. Now, if you isolate for just stuff that has actually started construction, those numbers chop in half starting in 2027. We see only 7,000 units in 2027 that have projects that have started construction. And that's important right now because if you haven't started construction right now and you've got an occupancy date of 2027, the likelihood of you hitting that date is very, very low. You jump to 2028 and you're around 6,000. And then 2029, zero. There's not a single project that is scheduled to be completed in 2029 that has started construction. 2030, zero. There's not a single project that has started construction that will be completed in 2030. So we're going to have this situation where we're not selling today, we're not building today, we're going to have no deliveries. So if we can ride out the next few years, we're going to hit a point where, again, this the demand and the amount of product that we have, there's going to be a misalignment again. So right now we do have a bumper couple of years of deliveries, but after that it really does start to fall off a cliff.
And in your opinion, what do you think that means for prices of resale condos potentially in 2029, 2030?
I mean, all things being equal, there has to be upward pressure on rentals and pricing. All things being equal. Now, we know immigration policy is changing. We don't know what's going to happen over the next 60 days on other macroeconomic.
For sure.
All things being equal, but yeah, there's only one. That pressure is only going to push up.